crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go now. 18 Gators. 48 right now. Let's go. He don't know no better.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Looking to throw on second down. Jones, open target here, Darius Slayton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Set, ready? 50, plant. Hey, come on now, Shoot!
A first down carry for Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Silent, 64,
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12 at the 38-yard line.
Recon, 132 fighter.
On second and 12, Jones is complete to Golden Tate. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Yeah, the Cowboys here on third down bringing in an extra defensive back. Operating from the gun, Jones. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Back deep for the Cowboys, Tavon Austin. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a first and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Go, get out there. 47's the mic. 47 Mike, 47. Not 26.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 17-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd.
Here we go. Here we go. Here go 46.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. Cooper was the target there. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now Saquon Barkley. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work. Check 13. 61. Matchbox lights. Let's go.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the Giants kicker, Aldrick Rosas. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so should. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
Take 4. Topper, Topper. Ready?
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
60 outlaw. 54. 22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers. Snap.
On 2nd down now. Barkley, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down
6'6", bullet high. 54.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2.
Check. Back. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Whip. Watch the whip. Check. Fresno.
Jones now throwing on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check.
They'll try the sweep with Elliott. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone, so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Go. Hey, 47. 26.
On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. Caught by Cobb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
Watch the screen.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Alec Ogletree in on the stop.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. A quick throw here out to Cobb. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
No running room for Zeke on first down as he'll maybe get a yard out of that. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here go 47. Mike 29.
Prescott from the gun. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
29 is Mike. Mike 29. Wildville. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Hey, kill. 47. 26.
A first down carry by Elliott. And a minimal gain. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was...
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Not today.
They were going to 53.
On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Dayon Buchanan. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep, Golden Tate. He'll return it from the 6. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd
New York
and
Orchid.
4.
Mike 57. Crunch time, defense.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now Austin. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
The first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this 2nd half. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the 2nd half gets underway. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. That's complete to Cobb. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29.
Hey, kill. 26.
On third down, it's Prescott. Cooper's got it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
First down. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
47.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Here we go, D. Here I come.
26.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
29 is the Mike.
47.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 29 is the Mike.
26.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Prescott completes it to Jason Witten. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Mike 29. Watch the run.
3rd and long for Prescott. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal.
26.
Now Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Cooper was the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. 29 is the Mike.
Here we go, 46.
Check.
26. 26.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott there to make the grab. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go now.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Jones on third down. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
Oh, you mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big...
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Xavier Woods with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Brings up second and 2 at the 21.
Watch your slack! Watch your slack! Watch your slack!
On second down, it's Elliott, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
He's coming. He's coming. He's going to go kill.
And to give this time to the tailback. Flash those fast feet, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line as he can't get any closer to the end zone. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 5-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Prescott eluding the pressure right. And touchdown, Dallas Cowboys.
They can't see us!
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, 1-play interceptions.
see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Barkley, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. I got one.
Big grip.
Here's Jones off the bootleg. And Ingram hauls it in. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. On first down, Barkley. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
H3, 218, chop.
DeMarcus Lawrence on the stop. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Cowboys' 38-yard line.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Off the play fake, Jones. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Go. Get out there. Mike 47. 26.
Here's Prescott. Oh, he's looking long for Witten. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
That one complete to Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
The first down run for Elliott will net him about 5 yards. It's 2nd down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Prescott to throw this time. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 31-yard line.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. From the 9, here's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Jones. Finds his tight end, Ingram. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. Now Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Looking to throw again on second down. Jones, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Jones. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And Tate's got it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. On the draw, this is Barkley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. On second and a couple, Jones, and that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync, quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
61, matchbox lights.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And it's third down.
Got it.
We don't match the 48 right now. Let's go. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. Back to throw. Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off Byron Jones. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
These guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Now the final act of this victory, the extra point. It's up and good, and they add one more to what will wind up a fairly lopsided victory. So we had action to the very end of this one, the score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from MetLife Stadium.
these trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live, I don't know what these mad for. I just signed a deal and got a really big bag for it. You still at your mama crib, ain't getting money, you gotta ask for it. I'm tired of complaining, I got
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very one